There are different ways to filter the data in a report. In this video, we are going to see three of them. We're going to start with filtering the data using another chart. I have this purchase conversion rate chart by device category, and in the setup, at the bottom, there is an option called cross-filtering. If I enable it, what it does, it allows me to use this chart, for example, select desktop, and filter the data in the other chart. I have selected desktop, and now I only see desktop data for the other chart. If I select mobile, then I see only mobile data for all the other charts. If I want to unselect my selection, I just click again on mobile, and now the charts are not filtered. Another way to do it is by adding controls. If I go to add control, I have different types. But now I'm going to show you the drop-down list and the fixed size list. The drop-down list, I add it. And in the control field, under setup, I can select what dimension I'm going to use to filter. In this case, I want to use the session channel group. Session default channel group. If I click on my list, I can see the list now, and I can see the different channels and the metric engagement rate. This metric, I can change it too. And instead of saying this, I want to see total users. And now I have channels and total users. The values here, I could choose not to show them. And for that, I would unselect show values. And now I don't have total users. Generally, I like to see a metric in my list because it gives me context. In the list itself, I could select only one channel, like direct, and then it shows data only for the channels, only for the channel direct. Or I could select more than one. In addition to direct, I might want to see organic search. And now my charts are showing all those users coming from direct and organic search. If I want to select them all, I go to the top, to this hyphen, and click on it. And if I go to style, I could have single select enabled, which means that the user can only select one channel at a time. So if I click on direct, I see direct data. If I click on organic search, I don't see direct anymore. I only see organic search because single select is enabled. Also, the search box that we see here, that allows me to search. For example, I might want to see all the channels that have organic. This search box could be disabled by unselecting enable search box. There. And now I don't see a search box. But I like to have a search box, and I generally like to allow the user to select more than one option. I can make changes in the font color, label, font size, tick boxes, background and border. And another thing that I can change, this one is a drop-down list. So to see the options, I need to click on it, but it could also be a fixed size list. This fixed size is, I don't need to do an additional click to see the options. The problem is that you might not have enough room in your page, in your dashboard, to show this control as a fixed size list. That's the case in my page, in my dashboard, so I'm gonna make it a drop down again. I'm gonna make it smaller. And now, if I want to see all the options available, I will have to add an additional click to see them, which wouldn't be necessary with the fixed size list. If you remember when I added the control, the first two were drop-down list and fixed size list. They're the same, they're both lists, but one is a drop down and the other one is a fixed size list. If I go back to setup, here where I see session default channel group, you might have noticed that I referred to this dimension as marketing channel, session marketing channel to be more specific. I'm able to change the name that it shows here, that this control shows here. If I go to the control field, on the left, you will see a little pen. If I click on it, under name, I can change and add the name that I want to see. I want to see session marketing channel. And now my control is showing session marketing channel. Under the name, the new name that I added, I can see source field, which shows the original name of the field, which is session default channel. This can be done for the dimensions, but also for the metrics. Instead of seeing total users, like it shows here, I might want to see only users, as an example. I add users, and now in my list, I see users instead of total users. I'm showing you this here in this control, but it can be done in any chart. In any chart, I can change the name of the dimension and the name of the metrics. For example, here in engagement rate, I could change it to engagement and the percentage symbol. And there you change. If I want to go back to what it was originally, I just need to remove the name that I just added, and it goes back to the original name of the metric.